Guys, the New York Jets are a top 10 football team. Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today, before we get started, just wanted to mention you can follow on social at Matt O'Leary NY. And if you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. New episodes drop every single Wednesday. We're recording today. I'm amped up to talk about our New York Jets, who are 4-2 and playing really good football. Also, this video is brought to you by BUSR, the official sports book of Matt O'Leary NY. Make sure to check that out at busr.com/Matt to sign up. They're doing match deposit bonuses and 25 casino chips. That's where I've been doing my gambling on the New York Jets this year. And the last 2 weeks, we've been doing pretty good. And I think I might have to run it back with a little Jets money line this week. We'll get into that more later on. But for right now, what I want to get into is the Jets getting some love in the power rankings. That's allowed. The Jets are allowed to get love in the power rankings. This is new. I'm not used to this, but we have to talk about it. So ESPN dropped their latest power rankings, and coming in at number 9, the New York Jets, a top 10 football team in the NFL. Pinch yourself. They were 32 after week 1. After the first week of the season, not that long ago. September 12th, which was the Monday after week 1. The Jets were bottom, worst in the NFL, 32, according to this power rankings. Now they are 9 after a 4-2 record, 3 straight wins over Pittsburgh, wins over Miami, and win over the Green Bay Packers on the road. And now, obviously, you are going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos, who just lost the game in overtime last night, 19-16. That offense stinks. Now, their defense is legit, and we'll get into that preview in a little bit, obviously coming up later this week. But the Jets have a really winnable game, and the next 2 games are huge for them in terms of seeing how real this team actually is and what they could be going into the bye week. But sitting there at 4-2, as I mentioned, they were 32 in the NFL after week 1. Now they moved all the way up to 9th. They jumped 16 spots this week. And when you look at the total, just DVOA in general, which is from Football Outsiders and a tool that I like to use when looking at, all these different teams. Right now in total DVOA, they're 15th. Offense is 23rd. Defense 11th. Special teams 3rd. Special teams has been fantastic. I mean, I was very critical of Braden Mann after the first couple weeks of the year. He settled in extremely nicely. He did a complete 180. He was brutal the first couple weeks. Zorline misses an extra point and a field goal in week 1. Has been unbelievable after that, hitting really long field goals, all over the place. He missed one this past week, but it was a long one. I think they probably should have went for it anyway, but that's a topic of conversation for another day. That's not the point. Defense. They were so bad last year. They were a historically bad defense. Now with the addition of Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, they are so much more competitive on the outside at corner, and the pass rush is finally getting home. That's such a key. Quinnen Williams has 5 sacks on the year in 6 games. 5. He has a real shot to be the first Jet to break double-digit sacks since Muhammad Wilkerson in 2015. It's been so incredibly long that the Jets have had a double-digit sack guy. And it doesn't stop there. You're getting really nice play from the linebackers. Quincy Williams came back and looked good. We had a good Quincy week. Quan Alexander's been a really nice addition. Marcus Joyner's turned it around. Jordan Whitehead's been much better. So their defense is all the way up to 11th. And they have a couple of games here against offenses that don't really do a whole lot, especially Denver. Russell Wilson's banged up right now. He supposedly was a hamstring last night. This is a really nice area for the New York Jets to take advantage. Yes, it's on the road. Yes, it's in Denver, but this is a winnable game. And offensively, 23 is not great. And I think it's part of the reason is the passing game isn't quite there yet with Zach Wilson. They've run the ball incredibly well. When Zach had to throw the ball in the 4th quarter against the Steelers, he played good football. He's been mostly turnover-free in his last 8 regular season starts. He has 1 game with interceptions. In both interceptions, he has 2 picks. Both came in the same game against the Steelers. We'll see. And like I talked about earlier with yesterday's video with Elijah Moore, I'm not worried about it. I think he'll get his. I think Garrett Wilson will get his. And right now, the Jets are just really good at running the football. They've been incredible. Tomlinson's back and looking like the guy that we thought he was going to be. AVT's been unbelievable. Dwayne Brown has been a huge saving grace for this team at left tackle. The Jets are playing really good football, and it's been fun to enjoy that. And it's nice to see the national media and the rest of the league kind of noticing that. And that's okay, because for far too long, it felt like the Jets were getting disrespected. And sure, you know, they were pretty bad for a while, but the Jets are playing good football now, and it's good to see them up here. If the season ended today, they would be the 6th seed taking on the Tennessee Titans in the wild card round. It's yes, we are looking at playoff seeding in mid-October, which I'm doing that, and I don't care that it's too early, because the last few years at this point, we were talking about Trevor Lawrence or what the Jets seeding could be like, tank for player X. I'm so happy that that's not where the Jets are anymore. That was fine, but we're talking about real football here. We're talking about playoff scenarios, and that's fine. Who knows? Maybe they don't make the playoffs, but let's enjoy it right now in October, where they're playing really good football with a winnable game, with 2 winnable games coming up, where they can get themselves to a really nice spot before the bye week. They control their own destiny, which is wild. So I love it. Let me know what you think about the Jets being ranked 9th in the NFL by ESPN. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe here if you're new. Share the video with a friend. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll talk to you next time.